week's class is Chapter 5, inspired by Chapter 5 of Louise Hay's You Can Heal Your Life. So in Chapter 4, we started to challenge, is it true? The beliefs that were coming up, the beliefs that we are experiencing. So in Chapter 5, we're looking at making that decision to change. What do we do now? How do we change? And the opening affirmation is, I see my patterns and I choose to make changes. And I won't add as many affirmations as I have been in some of the other classes. The main focus of this chapter is the willingness to change. So it's seeing the patterns, the old patterns that are popping up, and being willing to change. So throughout the class, I'm going to focus more on running energy, pulling the energy from the earth, pulling the energy from the sky, to give you the energetic focus to be able to make the changes that you want to do. And of course, if you just want to do the postures and the energy work is not for you, that's absolutely fine too. Just listen to my voice, follow along. We are doing a lung meridian focus with stretches throughout the body, throughout the hips, hamstrings, and legs. So a little bit of this autumn meridian preparation for the winter. So I hope you enjoy the class. Take your thumb and first finger. Legs cross, eye gaze to the tip of the nose. Flutter the eyes closed. Arriving at the class. Taking some breaths. Noticing your natural breath. At this moment, is it jagged or smooth? What's the texture of your breath? What's the depth of your breath? And where are you breathing? Are you breathing into the chest or the tummy? And to arrive at the class, we're going to do a couple of purging breaths. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. Sighing away the tensions that have gathered during the day. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. On the next inhalation, bringing the shoulders up to the ears. Inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale. Drop them one more time. Inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale. Drop. And coming to a kneeling position, we're just going to do some arm poses. So kneeling, if kneeling is not feeling comfortable and you want to sit cross-legged, you want to use a bolster, that's all fine too. Just doing some arm poses. And activating the lung meridian, which starts at the thumb, up the inside of the arm, and finishes here. We're just going to tap. And do it one more time, up and down. And coming to the other side. From thumb. And for a third time. And releasing the arms. Inhaling the arms up. We're going to bring the right arm under the left into Garuda arms and release the arms out. So you may just choose to do the easy, I will demonstrate the easy legs, or if you prefer to have the saddle legs, you can do that too. So feeling those elbows coming forward first and bringing the arms down as much as you can, maybe down even below your chin, and return to your breath. Eyes closed. Just feeling that squeeze through the arms. Connecting with the breath and lengthening the exhale to the inhale. If you're inhaling for 2, exhaling for 4. If you're inhaling for 3, exhaling for 6. If you've been doing this for a while, you might even inhale for 4 and exhale for 8. Five seconds to go. Hold pose to the end of the bell. And releasing the arms. Feeling the different sensation from the right arm to the left arm. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Either in a kneeling position or in an easy cross-legged pose. We're bringing the left arm underneath the right arm this time. 20 seconds to get into pose and 1 minute in pose. Remembering in Yin that we will drop the pose if it is causing any tingling sensations, any numbness, reverse out of pose and come back into pose. You can reach the arms out to feel that stretch and then just drop your hands down as best you can. Eyes to the tip of the nose, fluttering the eyes closed. Seconds to go. Releasing the arms, releasing the legs. We're going to move straight to our next pose in the arms, across the arms. Again, we're only going to hold for 1 minute. We're going to do threading the needle, threading the right arm across and down and bringing the top arm forward. Feeling the squeeze across the thymus gland, the squeeze across the throat maybe. Remembering to close your eyes. And notice where your awareness is sitting in your body today. Behind the eyes or in the head, in the throat or in the body. And just bring your attention, your awareness directly behind your eyes. Move that top hand, reversing out and coming through center. We'll go straight to the other side. 20 seconds to get into pose and 1 minute in pose. Bringing the opposite arm to the floor. The ear comes to the ground and the top arm comes forward. Feeling the squeeze across the thymus gland, the squeeze potentially across the neck, and a little bit of a charge up the inside of the arm, maybe pressing the thumb into the ground a little bit more to activate that one meridian today. And return to your breath. And now drawing your attention from behind your eyes to the middle of the head. Having a look around, noticing the space. Like a room, is it busy and cluttered, or is it empty and clear? Notice the voices, the distractions in the space. The people that are there with you, and kindly open the door and invite them to leave. It's time to go. And tidy up this space just for you. Into that top hand and coming through tabletop. And rolling down to the floor. We're going to go straight to caterpillar. So shifting the pose. We can have a bolster ready for our forward fold and maybe a block as we're rolling forward to support and fill the gaps. And we're going to make this a fairly long hold. It's going to be a 2-minute hold. If you're feeling any tingling sensations, any physical resistance, that teeth gritting pain, make sure you reverse out of pose. You can roll your bolster, bringing the palms of the hands up, feeling into the sit bones, and then dropping yourself. And remembering that in Yin, we move in 2 different times, 2 different situations, either because we're feeling that numbness and tingling sensation, reverse out, or if our body acquiesces a bit, and we can surrender deeper into the pose. Return to the breath. Swinging back to our themes. I am willing to change. I am willing to change the patterns in me that have created this situation. Returning to that space in the center of the head. And I invite you to draw your attention to the back of the head and up, being the observer of your thoughts. By this point in the practice, are you able to separate yourself from your thoughts and watch your thoughts walk on by like clouds in the sky? Releasing your props. We'll go to child's pose. Just take a moment here, taking your time in this counter pose. Surrender to gravity, surrender to the mind. And back to seated. I'm going to do a gentle twist here. So just bringing one leg underneath and the other leg on top. And do it the other way around. We're going to row up tall and twist the back. We're just going to hold each side for 90 seconds, 30 seconds to get into pose. So again, if that's feeling long, just allow yourself to just roll back. So starting in the center position, inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist. Remembering in yin, we're taking a 6 out of 10. So we don't want the strongest twist we can create. Just a nice, gentle twist. Relax the glutes. And in this pose, considering now opening up your grounding, dropping your grounding cord from the base of the spine into the center of the earth, allowing it to shoot down into the center of the earth, where there's all the energy, the earthly wisdom that you need. And as the energy shoots back up, allow it to enter through the soles of your feet, running energy through your ankles, calves, knees, thighs, and hips, nourishing the Muladhara chakra, the red chakra at the base of the spine. And as this chakra fills up, you can allow the overflow to carry away anything you no longer need back down the grounding cord. Feel the grounding energy running. Slowly returning to center and resetting on the other side. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist. 30 seconds to get into pose and 90 seconds in pose. I have an injured leg, so I'm usually using a block under my leg. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. And your grounding energy running from the Muladhara chakra. We're going to be raising the energy up the back of the spine, up Sushumna channel, cleansing and clearing the chakras as it rises, and exhaling down the front of the body. This is the microcosmic orbit, inhaling up the spine and exhaling down the front of the body. Inhaling, allowing prana to piggyback the breath. Floating around the head and rolling slowly down the front of the body. And send the body forward, coming back to tabletop. Inhale, scoop, look up. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, scoop. Exhale, rounding the spine. We're going to come to Anahat Asana, which is the heart to the ground posture. You may want to have a bolster close by if you can't reach your chest all the way to the ground. You can use the bolster to lie your chest on. Otherwise, finding your version of the pose, your edge, what works for you. And your arms can be as straight as you want. And you can also have your chest just slightly above the ground as well. Just make sure you find your comfortable position. And we're holding for 2 minutes. 30 seconds to get into pose and 90 seconds in pose. This posture also activates the lung meridian, the meridian that is associated with the autumn energy, strengthening the lungs in preparation for the winter. Notice if any emotions arise from this pose, and if they do, just be curious and allow the emotion to pass through. Just like the thoughts, the emotions are our best interpretation of the senses that we have coming to us. And for now, there's nothing to do. Notice how your mind tolerates the silence, reversing out of pose and coming back to child's pose. We're going to move to dragon. So either folding your mat, or you can bring a pad underneath your right knee first. And we will charge the left leg forward. I'm going to put this on for 2 minutes, 20 seconds to get into pose. So bringing the right leg forward, feeling into the front of the thigh. And bringing the hand above the knee. You can either stay here, or if you're feeling like you want some extra weight onto the hips, you can bring your hands to the hips. And if there's no neck injuries, you can release the head back for an extension in the neck. And return to your breath. And willing to learn. I am willing to change. I allow myself to grow. And on the next exhalation, letting yourself drop down and making sure that you're not on the knuckles. You can bring your elbows down to the floor if that's available to you. If not, just making sure that your hands or are flat, not on your knuckles. So bringing in a bolster if you need that, so that you're not on your knuckles. 30 seconds. Out of the pose. Avoiding the cat. And coming back to do the pose on the other side. So placing the pad under the knee, bending the mat so that you've got that extra cushion. Two minutes total, 20 seconds to get into pose. Charging that right leg forward. And feeling into the front of that thigh. Keeping the hand above the knee. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Return to the breath. And notice if you can do this pose with your eyes closed. We're working on our proprioception, our interoception, the awareness of our body in space, the awareness of our internal and the next exhalation, allowing yourself to drop to the ground. The hands can be flat to the floor. You can start to bring the elbows down. Breathing the prana up the spine. From Muladhara chakra, where the grounding energy is running, past Svadhisthana chakra, behind the navel, Manipura chakra, behind the solar plexus, Anahata chakra, behind the heart, Vishuddhi, the back of the throat. The third eye is Ajna chakra, and straight to the back of the head is Bindu. And at the top of the head, the crown chakra is Sahasrara. Reversing out of the pose, and I invite you to your first rebound on your tummy. If you prefer to take a rebound on your back, you can. Toes together, heels drop to the side, and taking note which direction you're balancing your head. Surrender to the mat. Feel the tension and energy drop. Feel the flow of blood back to the body. Turning your head to the opposite direction. Feeling the rise and fall of the abdomen against the mat. And coming up for Sphinx. We're coming up to the elbows underneath the shoulders. We're going to hold Sphinx for 3 minutes. $30 to get into pose. So this might feel a little long, a little trouble starting the timer. Maybe a good pose for us to be stuck in a little bit longer. You may want to lift your pelvis, make sure your pelvis feels comfortable, pressing the feet into the ground, feeling the legs straight out from your glutes, from your hips. If you're new to Yin, you may want to just have a check that your legs are coming straight out. And that experience and knowledge that the legs definitely are coming straight out without looking is an example of proprioception. Noticing your grounding. Noticing your microcosmic orbit. And as you exhale from the crown chakra, Sahasrara, the energy can roll down through Ajna chakra, the violet chakra, at the third eye, Vishuddhi, the indigo chakra at the throat, Anahat, the emerald green chakra at the front of the chest, Manipur chakra, the yellow chakra at the solar plexus. Svadhisthana, the orange chakra, the energy in the abdomen, the energy of self, mixing harmoniously with the gateway chakra, Muladhara chakra, the red chakra that is running our grounding energy. And inhale, pressing into the hands, coming up into seal for our last minute. Plenty. Releasing your elbows down, dropping back down to your rebound. And remember that your rebounds are your moments to receive the benefit of the practice so far. This is the moment that we consolidate our learning, these spaces in between our work, our efforting, are just as important as the effort itself. Turning the head in the opposite direction. Feel your body melt and merge with the ground below you. Noticing the rise and fall of your body as you breathe. Turn your head center, bringing the hands by the ears and gently rolling up into tabletop. We want to diagonal here a bit to avoid the cat. Toes coming together, knees out to the side. We're going to do tadpole, and we're going to do that with a forward fold. So allowing yourself to drop forward into your tadpole. We're going to do tadpole and frog. So a 3-minute hold. If you feel that this is too intense, reverse yourself out of the pose. And if you want to fill the gaps, please do. We're going to hold tadpole first for about 1 minute. Return to your breath. And just like follow this visualization, picturing at the palm of your hand, the palm of your left hand, a white ball the size of a marble spinning in the palm of your left hand. And as it spins, allow it to grow to the size of a golf ball. And the ball drops to the tip of the thumb, cleansing, clearing everything along its path as it rolls up the thumb, through the wrist. And your hands from the wrists through to the fingers are shining clear light. And the ball continues to roll up the inside of the arm to the elbow. Cleansing and clearing its path as it rolls, rolling up the inside of the arm to the armpits. And the whole arm is cleansed and cleared. Second half of the posture, I invite you to bring your ankles so that they are in line with your knees. The frog. And allow that ball to continue to roll across your chest, pausing at the center of your chest. And your whole arm, including the shoulder and all of the joints, the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, and the hand, is a shining white light. And the ball drops through the left shoulder into the armpits, down to the elbow, rolling its path down to the wrist, down the thumb, into the palm of the right hand. And the right arm is a shining, clear, white light. Mentally draw a line from the left thumb up the inner arm, across the body and down to the right thumb. And see the clear hand, the clear arm. Reversing out of the pose, removing your props. into a seated position. We're going to bring the left leg in and bring the right leg out in a half butterfly pose. And I'm going to give you some options here. We're going to hold on each side for 90 seconds. So the options are, if you would like to continue working through the lung meridian, is to have a bolster block on the side and bring the body across with the arm across. Or if you prefer, I can't do it forward, put a cat in the way, a forward fold. So choosing which way you would like to work into this pose. 30 seconds to get into pose and 90 seconds in pose. Relax the shoulders. Ironing out any tension in the forehead, the skin surrounding the eyes, the jaw. And at this stage of the class, noticing where your consciousness, your awareness is sitting most. Have you maintained the stance of the observer, looking down on your thoughts, looking down at your emotions? Or has your attention moved somewhere else? And I invite you to drop your energy, your attention into your body. 15 seconds. Slowly reversing out of pose, and we're going to go straight into the posture on the other side. I'm going to prop my ear to hip. You don't need to. It's okay. Choosing your version of the pose, if you want to have the side bend with the arm and the lean over, or if you want the forward fold. And holding for 90 seconds after the first bow. Return to your breath. And allow your awareness, your consciousness to drop into your body and notice where it chooses to go. The throat, the heart, the solar plexus. And as you inhale, allow your awareness to expand to the outsides of your body. And as you inhale, allow your consciousness of yourself, your awareness to expand outside the limits of your body. And on your inhale, allow your consciousness, awareness of yourself to expand to the limits of the room. Feeling present in every cell of your body. Reversing the pose, we're going to finish this series of poses with dragonfly. So if you are collapsing like I am, use your bolster to tip your pelvis in the right direction. Alternately, you may want to use your bolster to support yourself as you forward fold. And we're going to hold again for 90 seconds, 30 seconds to get into pose. So feel into the best version of the pose that you can, the widest version of the stance. Maybe try the feet flex, feeling your way down into the pose, finding your 6 out of 10. We're not wanting to stretch to our maximum version of the pose. And then allow the palms of the hands to turn upwards so that you're not striving, and relax the feet. Return to the breath. Releasing the cool air on the tip of the nose as you breathe in, and the warm air as you breathe out. And we're going to add in the sky energy now. So through the crown of the head, we're dropping in the energy from the sky. Maybe visualizing a bubble of golden balls above the head, sliding gently into the head, soothing your mind as they drop down and rolling down both sides of your spine. And once it reaches Muladhara chakra, the base of the spine, it rolls up the front of the body, coming out the head like a fountain and creating an egg, a circle around your body, a protective orb, your aura, about 1 arm's length away from your body in each direction. Reversing out of pose, coming into your rebound in Shavasana on your back. Of course, you've always had the option to do your rebounds on your tummy or your side if you prefer. Feel the flow of blood back to the thighs, back to the arms if you did the side options. Notice this beautiful energy rolling through you and over you. The next pose we're going to take from the lying down position. You may wish to come up and set and then go back to lying down. We're doing the butterfly legs and opening through the back with the bolster under the shoulders and using your block to support your head at whatever level you need, remembering to keep the chin to the chest if there are neck injuries,
and allowing it to go lower and extending the neck if there are no neck injuries. And we're holding for 2 minutes. Finding your edge, your 6 out of 10. You may open your arms to the side to feel that nice opening through the chest. Checking in with the sky energy, rolling down the sides of your spine, mixing at the base of the spine, of the tailbone, and rolling up the front of your body. Having an awareness of your aura, about an arm's length away from your body in each direction. And in the front of your aura, on the outside of your aura to the front, visualize now a rose. What color is your rose? This rose is your permission rose that moves with you wherever you go, reminding you to choose which energies you allow in this protective or any energies can come in and out, but you have seniority. It is your choice. Keeping your grounding energy running, your sky energy dropping. I'm going to leave you to your own thoughts. And keeping your bolster where it is, unless it is uncomfortable. Releasing the legs forward. We're going to just do our feet into Charlie Chaplin feet and see if you can go deeper into the pose by changing the level of your block behind you, or you may wish to add a block under your chest to raise your chest a little higher. And we're just going to hold it here for a few more breaths. And bringing your chin to chest, rolling over to your side. Ooh. Try not to take out the cat. One at your knees. And just take a moment's pause on your side. Bring the weight into the front arm, releasing up. We're going to come into bridge pose. So the feet towards the body, and then bringing your bolster or block. We're going to lift the hips up. Again, to feel that stretch in the arms, we're going to bring the arms up and over the head. So choosing your level with the block, I've got the medium version, and you can turn the block flat if this is too intense, or you can flip it length to its tall version. Trying to keep that energy going through the arms over the head, either with bent elbows or straight arms, whatever you prefer. Relax the glutes, relax the legs, surrender to the block. Noticing how you're coping with the silence. If you find your energy wandering, just bring it back to the cool air on the tip of your nose as you breathe in. Feeling the wave of your breath rolling in and the waves rolling out. Breathing life into every cell and feeling present in this moment. Five, arms down. Bring your feet up, pressing into your feet. Release your block and dropping down vertebra by vertebra onto the mat. Release your legs out for a moment in rebound. And we're going to do a hamstring stretch. So grabbing your strap, bringing the strap underneath the sole of the feet, releasing the other leg out, pressing that leg, the hip of the extended leg into the ground, charging the heel to the ceiling and bringing the leg towards your face. We'll do the towards the face direction and the open direction today. Turning to the breath. Feeling the charge up the leg, through the back of the hamstrings, the back of the leg. Remembering that in Yin, we work the myofascia, the bags that surround the muscle, into the joints and into the ligaments, just visualizing this tension as you hold the posture. And inhale. And exhale, opening the leg to the side. Notice the insertion point of the muscles, notice the joint, the muscle, the joint, and the ligaments. Deep breath in. Sink right in. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to spin around, but you don't need to. Finding your way to the floor on the other side, the strap around the sole of the feet. Inhale that leg up, charging the heel to the ceiling, pressing the hip to the ground. Pulling the leg towards your face, and then relaxing the foot. Feeling your grounding energy, your sky energy, and know that you can easily make changes with the wisdom, the earth supporting you. Inhale and exhale, release the leg to the open position. You can make the changes you wish to make in your life. It is safe to change. With the wisdom of the sky dropping into you, the wisdom of the universe is available to you through your Sahasrara crown chakra. I'm willing to change. I'm willing to grow. I am willing to learn. I deserve the best in life. I deserve to be happy. And releasing the leg for the last posture of the class. We're going to do Bananasana. So placing your hips on the far side of your mat, releasing your legs in the opposite direction, and bringing your arms up and over your head, and bending towards your feet in the half moon pose. We will do this posture without stopping. We'll shift to the other side after 1 minute. I'll give you the instructions. Feeling into the side of the body, integrating the base of the body to the top of the body. Through the solar plexus, the yellow chakra. Inhaling, bringing the body, the feet to center, the body, arms to center, the body to the opposite side of the mat. Release the feet, the side, and the arms come in a half moon pose. Just stretch the outside of your body. For the last minute. And bringing yourself to a center position, find your Shavasana. Palms of the hands turned upward, legs extended. Making yourself comfortable. You'll be in this position for 5 minutes or so. Feel your body from head to toe and toe to head on the mat. There is nothing you need to do. Your lower body is doing everything you need it to do. Feel your body floating down, down, deeper, down. Like a snowflake falling from the sky. Noticing the points of contact between your body and the floor. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do, nothing to be. Just receive the benefits of the practice so far. Receive the learning. And remember the spaces in between are so important to consolidate our learning. Without them, the learning cannot happen as fully, as deeply integrated into ourselves. And bringing your awareness to the Chittakash, the movie screen in front of the closed eyes. Visualizing here the horizon over an ocean and the setting sun. Noticing the colors as they disappear behind the line in the ocean. The dark sky rising above your head and those last rays, those last lines of yellow and orange, peach, as they disappear behind the ocean. Hear the waves lapping against the shore. And notice the starlit sky against its black or navy blue velvet background. And you feel so relaxed. You turn away from the ocean and you walk towards a forest on the edge of the beach. As you walk into the forest, you hear the nighttime sounds. You feel eyes looking out at you, and yet you feel perfectly safe. The vibrant energy of the forest
breathes life into your bones. You feel energized by the forest, by the vibrations of the sounds. You lose awareness of the ends of your body and the beginning of this vibration, and you realize that your body is space. Your energy is vibration. Just like the sound of my voice in your ears vibrating. It's as though you have become the air and the air has become you. And as you breathe in the forest energy, your ends and your beginnings become even less distinct. And as you look up through the trees, as the treetops opens, you feel the moon, the full moon, shining on your face. Remembering when we make the choice to make a change, we have an opposite reaction, at times a resistance to change. And the affirmation, I am willing to change. I am willing to release the pattern in me that has created the situation, is the first step to making those deep and meaningful shifts that we're looking for in our lives. And feeling your body on the mat, on the floor, noticing the points of contact between the body and the floor. When we've made our decision to change, in the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. I now choose calmly and objectively to see my old patterns. I am willing to make changes. I am teachable. I can learn. I am willing to change. I choose to have fun doing this. I choose to react as though I found a treasure when I discover something else to release. I see and feel myself changing moment by moment. Thoughts no longer have any power over me. I am the power in the world. I choose to be free. All is well in my world. Turning your eye gaze inwards one last time, dropping deep into your body, feeling the grounding energy running, the microcosmic orbit through the central channel, the universal energy dropping down the back of your body and up the front of your body. And make a decision now as to whether or not you wish these energies to continue to run. You don't need to think about it. You can have them running. Or you can choose to close the crown chakra, the soles of the feet, and the grounding. Your choice. And turning your eye gaze inwards one last time. Just settle upon your most favorite, the most beautiful, the most blissful part of today's practice. Commit it to your mind's eye. Take a snapshot and put it in your pocket. I know you can return to this feeling during the week just by closing your eyes and taking a deep breath. In a moment, I'm going to snap my fingers, either stay lying down on the mat or follow my instructions to come up to seated. Either way, keep your eyes closed. Come back to your body, wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, turning your head right and left, hugging the knees, and coming up to a seated position. I'm going to close the class by chanting Om and 3 Shantis. Please join me if you want to, inhaling into the tummy. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And rubbing your hands together, place them over the eye and massage the eyes awake. Namaste. A great week, drink lots of water, rest well, and I see you next time.